Hello there. Join me this morning on the banks of my local River Ouse again, on the King's Lynn Angling Association stretch, not far from Monley Bridge, in a little area what's commonly known as the 190s. It's a very popular area when the weather starts to chill off a little bit. There's always a lot of roach sort of moving when it's cold, but just lately I'd heard there'd been one or two perch in the area and a lot of roach and also some rudd. Not so many skimmers, so I thought I'd just come down here for a few hours today, see if we can winkle a few fish out. We're fishing for about an hour or so, and I've had some perch, I've also had a few roach, and I've also had a couple of rudd. Predominantly what I'm fishing is two lines. I've got one 3 parts away across the river, and I've got another one halfway out, which I've balled in about 5 balls of ground bait and sort of leave it alone. Then I'll go over it on a shorter rod a bit later on the sweet corn, see if there's any roach around. Set up today, as you can see there, we've got a small link with a running feeder just down to a stop. Probably got a 4-inch twizzled loop, small connector. I've got a 2.5 foot hook length down to a size 16 hook, fishing 4-pound main line, and I've got an 012 hook length. I'll say what I'm fishing on the hook at the moment is a worm. A lot of the bites have actually come on the drop, believe it or not, where the feed has just been hit the water and the perch took it straight away. So there we go, that's what we're fishing on the hook. A little bit of chopped worm in the ground bait, full feeder, which is clipped up, like I say, 3 parts away across. Trying a different mix today just to sort of see how the fish would react. I'm actually using Pro Natural bream, which I've got a bag of that, and I've also added half a bag of the Bait Tech Cult sweet fish meal, and I've also added a 1/4 of a bag of crushed hemp. And what I've actually done is darken the mix off slightly just to suit the clarity of the water, because it is, like I say, it is quite clear. So that's the mix. Like I say, I've not darkened it right off. It's almost when it's sort of mixed in its state. If I hadn't darkened it, it'd been like a golden brown colour. So I've got like a sort of fawny sort of light brown colour. Like I say, just to suit the clarity of the water more than anything else. Fish that. Dropped off, hungry little skimmer. So the last sort of week or so, I've just been speaking to one of the local guys who's been fishing in the area, and he said there has been hardly any skimmers whatsoever caught in this area. Whether it's because the abundance of perch has just pushed them out, don't know, but like I say, it's just nice to get some bites, regardless of what fish we're catching. So it's like I say, that's 3 parts away across on a clip. It's round about, I think it's round about 18, maybe 20 foot just out there. Like I say, I've done a few casts with a ounce bomb at the start, and I think I've got down to about between 18 and 20 foot, and I am fishing near enough what would be the base of the actual track, if you like. An indication straight away there. Like I say, there's a lot of fish out there And with the worm, I think a lot of them are just ragging the end of the worm. It's just nipped a little tiny bit, but that'll be all right for another cast. One thing you have got to watch here, there is an old kamikaze seagull which follow the hook bait as it's going through the air, and sometimes they do dive down straight on top of the worm. It won't be the first time when I've actually hooked a seagull out in this sort of area. So I'm fishing, I've got a lot of chopped worm and caster there. I've also got some absolute beautiful red and bronze maggot. And when I'm fishing on the shorter line, I've got 2 tubs of sweet corn. One is flavoured with Scopex and the other's flavoured with brolly. There's natural corn is a change as well. There's the squirts, brolly and Scopex. So like I say, I'm going to come on that short line probably after about 2 hours. Hopefully there might be 1 or 2 roach sort of nosing around the area. I'm going to start loose feeding the odd grain of corn as well, just to get the fish used to what's going to be going on the hook. Little bite. So there's a lot of fish on this far line at the moment, which is good to see. It's actually ragged the bottom of the worm there. It's where it's been intercepting it as it's been falling through the water. Bit of worm. The concoction of Groundbait's working quite well today. Very, very fine mix as well. Bit of weed. Hang on, like I was saying, fish actually intercepted that. Probably wasn't even a quarter of the way down. Absolutely lovely perch. Beautiful colours. There we go. A lot of these about. Absolute lovely fish. Even put its fin up for us as well. Oosh. I'm going to get her head down and see if we can catch a few more of these. Hopefully, might even catch Grandad. Catch her in a bit. Well, we've had some fish on that longer line. I've now just come on the shorter line, sort of down the middle, third to the middle, on the corn, see if we can get a few roach. Said before, I've got 2 different flavours of corn. This one I've got is brolly flavour. This one there is Scopex. All I'll do, the flavouring, like I say, this is the Baytech liquid brolly. Because it's water soluble, you can't go over the top, overboard with it. So what I did, empty the small amount of sweet corn into the tub, give it a liberal dosing, then just put a little bit of water over the top, and just give it a bit of a swirl around. Right then. Wind's definitely starting to increase a bit now. My mate's fishing up above, he's on the slider, and he's also been catching some roach, a few perch and some rudd. He's caught on a variety of baits himself there. He's caught on the tears, he's also had some on the wheat, some on the maggot. So it just shows how many fish are actually in and around at the moment when taking a variety of baits. I mean, it's still quite mild. That was about 9-10 degrees last night. When I got to the bank, that was probably about 12 degrees, 12.5 degrees. So, you know, it's part way through into October now and it's still quite mild. Normally in this sort of area the fish don't move in too much till winter time. You can always catch some fish, but not in any sort of great numbers. So hopefully they'll stay here, and when winter comes the roach will increase in numbers. Very hard to hit on this short line with the corn. Very simple setup yet again. I've got a 4000 reel with 4-pound line. I've got 11-foot 6 feeder rod, very soft tip, very soft action rod. I'm fishing a size 16 matrix SW feeder with a grain of corn. I've got about 2.5 foot hook length. I've got a twizzled loop there. I've got a 20 gram plastic open end feeder with a short 2-inch link and a quick change swivel bead there. So nothing complicated, very simple setup. Anti-tangle, which is what you want when you're constantly casting in this deep water. So we're on a clip. Need to hit that clip every single time. Bit of weed. So I've not had to put a maggot on today. It's just been worm and corn. As you can see, a bit dull, a bit blowy. I'm sort of fishing just past middle, just on middle, something like that. Keeping the rod down low. Groundbait, said earlier, is Bait Tech Pro Natural Bream. A bag of that, and some cooked sweet fish meal, and some crushed hemp, and I've darkened the mix off just a little tiny bit. It would be a lot lighter than this if I hadn't darkened it off. So it's just to match the clarity of the water because it's quite clear. Said earlier, I've got some chopped worm, casters there, pinkies, some maggots, Scopex corn, browsing corn, and some natural corn, plenty of worms, some hook lengths, so everything we need. Perfect, nice big side tray from Fab Trays, little accessory tray there to put the keys in, sit my phone in there, so everything's to hand. Don't need to move it all. Now I'm underneath the umbrella. Everything is exactly where we want it. So some of the bites you're getting are very quick bites, which is definitely the roach. Hopefully this will be the last of the showers. You can bump that one. So they're getting quite difficult to hit, to be fair. Smaller bit of corn on, just to see. Just had a bite then, it slowly pulled the tip, jagged the tip. And I think when I actually picked up, I actually bumped the fish off. Looks so the corn had actually moved on the hook as well. It's where I had the hook point showing, it was then came back. Sometimes when the maggot flips over on a point, looks so the corn had just moved a little bit as well. We'll keep on that near line now for half hour or so, see if we can start hitting some of these bites, because like I say, I'm a firm believer that it's going to be, majority of it is going to be roach. They do take some hitting. Got that one. Lovely roach. Beautiful roach on the corn. We'll see if we can get a few more of those before we finish this session. Well, we've had a great few hours. Caught on the corn, caught on the worm, Scopex corn, Brasim corn, and I've also put some Brasim squirt in with my shot worm. There you go. Perch, roach, all in all, very beautiful and enjoyable. Few hours fishing on the feeder. Bait Tech Pro Natural Bream with some Cook Sweet fish meal. Beautiful perch there. That's about the biggest stamp roach that we've had. And there's a nice rudd. Beautiful fishing here on the Ouse. Oosh.